let me talk about the targeted interventions of government. I will take the students' loan, for example, NEL Fund. Over 371,000 students have applied. Now, out of this, about 192,000 have actually had their fees, their tuition paid in various institutions across the country. And the program is only 240 days into operation, meaning that in less than 1 year, we've achieved this unprecedented level of an investment in the sum of 32.8 billion naira. 32.8 billion naira. Now, 20 billion is in the payment of school fees, while 12.8 billion is in the payment of upkeep allowances for various students. And let me say that about 150 tertiary institutions across the country have received these funds and indeed have written letters to NEL Fund itself to acknowledge the receipt of these funds. Now, defense and security. In 2024, our security forces neutralized more than 8,000 terrorists and bandits and arrested over 11,600 others, with more than 10,000 weapons recovered. Additionally, about 8,000 kidnapped victims were successfully rescued by security agencies. We will continue to work to drive down the number of victims while scaling up our success stories in terms of deterrence, crime solving, and prosecutions. Now, healthcare. Just last week, the Federal Executive Council, FEC, approved the significant sum of $1.07 billion in low-cost financing for Nigeria from the World Bank under what is called the Human Capital Opportunities for Prosperity and Equity, HOPE in short. Now, the Minister of Health said this at the last Ministerial Press Briefing after the Federal Executive Council meeting. The amount is significant, $1.07 billion in low-cost financing for Nigeria from the World Bank. I think this is significant, and we also need to applaud that. Also, the federal government, through the National Health Insurance Authority, is introducing targeted subsidies for cancer patients undergoing chemotherapy in Nigeria, with each patient benefiting up to a value of 400,000 naira. Infrastructure. You will see that Nigeria has become virtually a vast construction site under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. To date, as at the last FEC meeting just last week, over 2.5 trillion naira worth of road infrastructure projects were approved by government, 2.5 trillion. And this has scattered across the country. There is the Lagos-Calabar coastal highway. There is also the Sokoto-Badagry highway. There is also the now re-awarded contract for the for the Abuja-Kano highway. There's the Usasa-Jos road linking Kaduna and Plateau State. There's also road linking Abia and Enugu State. There's another one from Ado-Ekiti to Igede Road. Many of them, all over the country, there's massive investment that is happening on the roads. And we believe that by the end of this year, we'll see the benefit of some of these investments. Indeed, the price of grain has dropped significantly across the country. We intend to continue to invest massively in agriculture. Only last week, the Naira hit an 8-month high at the official foreign exchange market. According to the Nigerian Exchange Group, foreign capital inflow into Nigerian Stock Exchange has risen from 4% in mid-2023 to an average of 16% by the end of 2024. The 2025 budget proposal, which is christened Budget of Restoration, is essentially hinged on securing peace and rebuilding prosperity in our dear nation. The top 4 priorities of the budget in terms of allocation, therefore: 1, security, which is taking about 4.91 trillion, 9.88%. Infrastructure, 4.06 trillion, which is taking 8.17%. Education, 3.52 trillion, which is 7.08%. And health, 2.48 trillion, which is about 4.99%. Now, we all know that these figures are still before the National Assembly. So the final figures of the budget will be as approved by the National Assembly. And we know that they have promised that by the end of this month, they will be done with the budget estimates and we'll have a final budget for the country.